Mate, it was diabolical. We didn't know who was in camp, who was arriving. It was potluck. So the village itself, we've got 296 rooms, which predominantly is filled, probably I would say 95% with coal workers within the Isaac region.
Because you're in Coppabella, aren't you?
So we've probably got about 7 different clients that pretty much take up the whole camp, and then we've got some railway workers here as well. So we've got a full mine camp, commercial kitchen, and then we've just got tennis courts, basketball courts, swimming pool, we've got a pub, we've got everything. So yeah, but it's just predominantly workers coming in and going. So, and various rosters from single night stays to 7 on, 7 off to other people that have permanent rooms here. Mate, it was diabolical. We didn't know who was in camp, who was arriving. It was potluck, and the utilisation of the camp was probably down at about 60% just because they didn't know who was, you know what I mean? So since we've come on board, the revenue for the camp has doubled. Our camp is fully booked. We've got 12 spare rooms that we use, breakdowns, etc. But apart from that, every one of our rooms is booked and paid for every single night of it. I think she was actually looking at another provider at one stage, and then was looking at it, looking online, and made the decision to go with RezExpert. And then also because you're local as well.
Fantastic.
A lot of other service providers are, overseas platforms, and it was just difficult to get support during business hours. If you need something or something urgent, it's good to have a local provider that you can pick up the phone and ring and get the response that you need then and there.
Absolutely, rather than having to send an email or a support ticket and wait 4 or 5 hours for them to come online or however. We get that feedback time and time again. The ability that people can just pick up the phone, that means a lot to people.
I think, like any new system implementation, ideally you would want more than 30 days to be able to achieve that, and you'd also like to do it in parallel with your existing system to test it before you went live. We obviously didn't have that luxury. We just had to implement, and it wasn't perfect from day one, and we were still learning and working out we were like learning the business as well as a new system. But the support that we received from Claire and Mark was invaluable.
So talking about RezExpert, the system itself now, Craig, so what are your favourite features of the system?
I think just for us, I think the grid view is exceptional. Just being able to see all of the rooms. And then I think also the ability to filter by client. I think another thing is just how easy it is to see, clean and dirty rooms. And then also just having different colours. So like, we've got perm rooms. The ability to customise the view within the grid so we can see who's on night shift, who's early check-ins, who's day shifts, etc. is fantastic for us.
Yeah.
The reason we flag night shift early check-ins is because, so as I said today, we've got 101 rooms to clean, and we've got about 5 cleaners that go out and they do about 20 rooms a day. But that gives us the ability, when we run the checkout report, we've got the column that says, okay, it's a night shift early check-in. So we prioritise cleaning those rooms. So they get done at 5 o'clock this morning because we know old mate's going to probably turn up here at 8 o'clock.
Anything else that you find that makes your life easier, that saves you time compared to what you had going on before?
Mate, I think just the ability to run departure reports, arrival reports, we run them all day. We can have a forward look ahead at what the week looks like. So we can sort of say, okay, this is how many we've got checking out, this is how many we've got checking in. So it allows us to flex our staffing levels up and down accordingly, rather than having people standing around all the time. So we've adapted our shift patterns in line, and we've got a pretty regular rhythm within the business. Wednesdays and Thursdays are our big day, so we've changed some of our shift rosters to 1 days on, 5 days off, and that gives us the cover for the Wednesday and Thursday of both weeks. It's just having the visibility, being able to run reports allows us to manage our staff more effectively.
Fantastic. How much time do you reckon you've saved having a reliable booking system like RezExpert?
Just with staffing, I would say that 40% reduction in back of house staff costs, so cleaning staff being able to work by having visibility of who's coming and who's going.
That's a huge saving to your business. So if you were at a mining conference, you were talking to your equivalent at another big camp somewhere in Queensland or over in WA or even down in the Hunter, how would you sum up RezExpert to them?
I'd say that everything that I've done, I think it just allows us to plan better for our business. I think it gives us visibility. I think it's customizable so that all of our staff can have a look and easily identify. It's a fantastic system.